This is an account of the battle along the Pinghan railway line that took place in 1937 during the Japanese invasion of China. The Pinghan Railway, connecting northern and central China, was a crucial strategic route, making the region a prime target for Japanese forces. After the battle at Pinghan, Chinese troops focused on defending the railway, making the position at Baoding even more strategic and, consequently, an immediate objective for the Japanese. On September 4, 1937, the Japanese army in northern China devised a strategy to encircle and annihilate Chinese forces along the Baoding-Kangxian line, with a focus on the Pinghan region. 10 days later, the 1st Japanese Army advanced on 3 fronts, launching a full-scale attack on Pinghan. The Japanese 2nd Division advanced along the railway toward Fangshan and Liulihai, while the 6th and 14th Divisions crossed the Yongding River to attack Guan and Yongqing, forming a siege around the cities north of Baoding. The footage also captures scenes of resistance from Chinese troops as they confronted the Japanese advance. The notorious Japanese group known as the Yamada Unit was ambushed by Chinese snipers while attempting to flank Baoding from the west side of Pinghan. As they advanced, Japanese forces committed numerous atrocities against Chinese civilians, acts that were even celebrated in the Japanese press at the time. The footage shows an episode where ducks raised by local farmers were killed by Japanese soldiers, just one of the many atrocities committed. As the Japanese advanced along the railway toward Baoding, Chinese forces bravely resisted despite heavy casualties. Nevertheless, Baoding eventually fell on September 24, 1937, after intense Japanese attacks. The scene of Japanese soldiers celebrating the capture of Baoding is followed by images of reinforcements and strategic supplies continuously being sent to the city. Baoding Station, in ruins after repeated bombings, illustrates the destruction caused by the attacks. Since the beginning of the Japanese offensive, towns along the Pinghan line were subjected to relentless bombings. Baoding, in particular, was repeatedly attacked, with constant news of bombings like the one on August 31st that destroyed the train station and caused several deaths and injuries. Even the Japanese press in China publicized the attacks, such as the one on September 17th, when a Japanese air squadron conducted its 3rd bombing of Baoding. On September 25, 1937, one day after the fall of Baoding, Japanese forces held a triumphal entry ceremony into the city, a show of force that was captured in photos and later turned into propaganda album. However, these materials became evidence of Japanese war crimes after the war. Following the occupation of Baoding, the Japanese continued their invasion along the Pinghan railway line, moving southward. The battle along the northern section of the Pinghan Railway lasted over 3 months, involving 7 Japanese divisions totaling around 190,000 soldiers and 7 Chinese armies with approximately 300,000 soldiers. Although the battle ended in defeat for the Chinese forces, the sacrifice of the patriotic soldiers who bravely fought against the Japanese invasion will never be forgotten. This story of humiliation and resistance under Japanese imperialism serves as an eternal reminder of the courage and sacrifice of those who fought to defend China.